What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of the Beautiful Vessels podcast. I'm your host, City Therese, and I'm so glad that you are here. Whether this is your first episode or you've been walking this journey with me all along from the beginning, I want you to know that this space was created with you in mind. This is where we have real conversations, the ones about faith, purpose, growth, and becoming who God created us to be. No filters, no fluff, just truth and transformation. Today's episode is one that's been heavy on my heart because it's something I know many of us have wrestled with. Purpose. Not the kind of purpose that the world defines, like titles and followers and aesthetics or what's trending, but the kind of purpose that God writes in the fabric of our being. The kind that is tied to our gifts, our story, our voice, and the unique way that we show up in the world. Because if you're like me, there's probably been a time when you've wondered, God, what am I really here to do? And maybe even now, you're in a season where it feels like you're just uncertain, like you're doing your best to show up, but still questioning, does this really even matter? Honestly, I've been there, and I've walked down that path before. But here is what comes to mind. God will use what's already in you. So often we think that finding our purpose, it's big, it's overwhelming. It's a moment when we just don't know. Like our voice in our head tells us we just don't know. That it could possibly be small, that it's not something that's already within us, but it starts just from what people say, the thing that we're good at. And sometimes we just have to just ask a friend, ask someone close to us, what do you see in me? Because sometimes the people who love us, they can recognize the gifts that make us us. Romans 12:6 reminds us, we have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. That means your purpose is not about becoming someone else. It's about embracing who you already are. You don't need a title. You don't need a stage. You just need obedience. And that's what I want to sit with for a moment. Because purpose is less about doing and more about becoming. Because purpose is more about who God is trusting you to be, even when the next step isn't clear. Becoming is a version of yourself that says yes when it would be easier to hide. So take the leap of faith, write the blog, start the business, serve in church, take the course, share your story, host the event, open the journal. Say yes to that tug on your spirit, even if you don't have the whole picture yet. I remember when I first launched Beautiful Vessels, I didn't have a full plan. I didn't have everything all figured out. But I knew God was telling me to move. And the moment I did, doors literally started opening. Randomly. Random opportunities came flying my way. Loved ones reached out with words of comfort and confirmation that I didn't even know that I needed. I was being reminded in the quiet ways that God had instilled within me everything I needed to begin. And no, I still don't have everything all figured out. Most days, I don't even know what the end of the day is going to look like. But I'm staying planted, rooted in obedience, watering my faith. Because when you're walking in purpose, not every day is easy. Some people won't understand. Some people you thought that would support you, they go silent. Some things that used to excite you now feel like work. And that's because God is expanding you. See, your yes to God's call isn't just a moment. It's a shift. It's a stretching. It's an invitation to grow beyond what is comfortable. Luke 16:10 says, whoever can be trusted with very little can be trusted with much. That means when you're faithful in the small things, when you say yes, even when it's quiet, God honors that. He starts moving behind the scenes. He starts connecting the dots. He brings divine appointments, open doors, gives you a deeper conviction. But I won't lie, walking in purpose can really be lonely sometimes. It can feel uncertain. And there are days when you might just want to quit. But I want you to hear this. A purpose-driven life may cost you some comfort, but it will never cost you God's covering. Because He's not just calling you to something, He's walking with you in it. So here's your framework for finding your purpose. Reflect. What do I love to do? What comes naturally to me? Where do I feel most alive? And ask, what do others affirm for myself? What have people said that I'm gifted at? Pray. God, show me how to use the gifts that you've given me for your glory. Move. Start small, but say yes. Take one step further into that direction. God is nudging you. Be consistent and don't be vain in your obedience. Proverbs 18:16 says, a man's gifts makes room for him and brings him before great men. So you don't have to chase it. Your purpose will make room for you. So if you're in a season of wondering, waiting, and truly wondering, I want you to know that you are not behind. You are not late. You are not alone. You are just being prepared. God is not hiding your purpose from you. He's developing it within you. And if you stay close to Him, if you keep showing up, keep surrendering, keep seeking Him, He'll reveal the next step in time. So just keep going. So I ask the question, have that conversation. Open your notebook. Start that thing that you've been needing to start. Because what's in your hands today could be the very thing that God uses to lead others to Him. I love you all. And I'm praying for your boldness and your clarity and your courage to walk boldly in purpose. If this episode spoke to you, screenshot it, share it, tag me at Sydney Therese and beautifulvessels_ on Instagram. I want you to tell me what resonated with you. Until next time, stay grounded in grace and guided by purpose. By His grace, we are all beautiful vessels.